What's up, everybody? And welcome to another episode of the Triple T podcast for knife makers. For those just joining us, that's Tools, Tips, and Talk, where we discuss info for the knife maker.
Love it.
What's up, everybody? This is Jerid from Echo Blades, and as always, I have Mr. Denis Tyrell from Tyrell Knifeworks coming at you live.
Yo, how's it going?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, not much. Did you have a good birthday week?
Yeah, I did. It was it was different.
It was different. That doesn't sound good.
It was different for me. Like I don't know how do you try
getting
to
old?
Yeah, I was gonna say, but how do you try to have a sense of humility where it's really not about me and but for years and years and years, I always make a big deal about my birthday. But I think the people that really mattered have all grown up now and really don't give a shit, and they're just doing maintenance stuff, i.e. my kids. So it wasn't quite a thing. I mean, it was cool. I had to work. That's always fantastic. Excuse me.
I wouldn't know.
I almost spit out my drink, asshole. Yeah, so I had to work. No big deal. Came home, and Lynn always decorates the house for when we have birthdays. So I had some streamers and some, happy birthday stuff. And then we went off to the concert. That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
We went to go to the concert, which was a really good time. I had a lot of fun.
Bobby Brown?
Yeah. Whitney Houston made a guest appearance. No, that's bad. I'm sorry. Chris Brown. That's who we went to see.
Chris Brown.
Yeah, this dude danced the entire time. Like, I'm already feeling old, but you see somebody like literally dancing and singing the entire time. Like, I was tired from just standing there for like 2 hours. It was a long show, but it was cool. It was a good show. I knew about half of the shit, but I mean, to be honest, right, the best part about it was just being able to spend time with my wife and my middle daughter. They had a great time, and that was fun. What I do know is that Oakland, California is a trip. And Dennis, let me tell you something else. I have been locked up being old for a long time because I have not been out to an event of this type in a very, very, very long time. And I don't want to say the talent, but the people watching was like
off the hook,
eye popping. I have never seen so many.
Where was it? Was it at the arena?
It was at the Oakland Oracle, yeah, the arena. It was the freaks were out. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Well, and, I was at the Oakland Arena today.
Oh, where did you see?
Something, well, I think it was much more interesting, but part of, because it was my grandson's birthday this week as well, and part of that was we took him to Monster Jam today and saw the monster trucks race around Oracle Arena.
Well, they were in the stadium, right?
No, the arena.
It was indoors?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what made it a little bit. I had never been to one of these Monster Jam things before. And so for everyone else, Oakland, there's Oakland Coliseum and Oakland Arena, and they're side by side. Oakland Coliseum is where the A's play. It's where the Raiders used to play. Mm-hmm. And the arena is where, well, I guess it's where the Warriors used to play, right?
Correct.
So it's basketball, so it's small. Well, the trucks taken off, like they basically had almost no time to turn around. They almost hit the wall about 3 times.
Wow.
But yeah, it was cool.
That's weird. I was just sitting on that floor.
And I thought of you today because there was an A's game going on at the same time.
Yeah. I was literally on that floor. on Wednesday, and then now they're doing that, dude. So freaks were out. The girls that I was seeing, just it was a crazy show. I really can't explain it. Like it was off the hook. A lot to see. And the guy's more of a an R&B singer, so the girls were more of his audience than anything, right? So
Of course. Of
and they were
course.
just screaming and yelling. My mother beeping ears did not stop ringing. I made an absolute party foul move and didn't bring earplugs, which I know better, right? I brought my ears literally rang until probably like 8 o'clock the next day.
Yeah.
It was so loud, and I can't imagine like if you didn't have ear pro for the monster trucks, because that I've been Jerid and I used to go to the monster truck. I mean, we went for like 5 or 6 years straight, but that was outside
Yeah. I
and
wish
it
it
was
would have been
loud.
outside, but yeah, it was loud. Like Memphis had his ear muffs on, and
Yeah, the ones with the big wheels.
yes, of
Yeah.
course, it lit up and all that shit.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's new. Jared just had the regular tires on his ears, but
Yeah,
that was
but
cool.
you know the coolest part. I thought the coolest part was so we got the pit passes. You go around and you
Yeah,
see
yeah,
all
yeah.
the
Did all
trucks
that.
beforehand.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Gravedigger, the shark one, which I meant to take a picture in front of, but I never did. Um, and there's another one called Sparkle Smash or whatever. They're all driven by women now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Gravedigger is like the guy, the original guy that created Dave Gravedigger. It's all his
Yeah.
kids now that drive them.
Oh, wow.
And the big shark Megalodon is driven by a woman. So that was cool. So most of the drivers were women.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Interesting.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
You know
I'd
what
never
else?
been before.
Oh, I've been to a bunch of them. So the that's cool. I'm having good memories right now of my kid. That was good times. I was gonna say, you know what wasn't cool is I don't drink, so you go to a concert, people are always lit up.
Of course.
So I'm pretty sure I inhaled probably about 17 pounds of weed though, just from sitting in the damn audience. Which is cool because I always talk about freebies, right? But went to go get waters, dude. 3 waters. Give me a price.
Well, I saw the note, so I can't.
Oh, you're an ass. $30 for
Yeah.
3 waters. I was like, what?
Last time I paid that for water, it was in Vegas at like an ultra expensive club.
Yeah, that was insane. That threw me for a loop. Well, the funny part was, so we're like I said, we had floor seats. We're sitting down there, and I called my brother, who's he's a good time. He's a funny dude. Like, so I call him and I'm FaceTime him, and I'm showing it as the concert's going on, and he was in bed. He gets up out of bed, goes into the bathroom. He's got no shirt on, goes grabs sunglasses, puts his hat on, and starts dancing to me, right? The people behind me that were sitting behind us were freaking dying because he was just putting on a whole show, man. I love that dude, man. He's endless fun and always a good time, man. But that was hilarious.
But you said about the weed. I think it might have been the last. I've only been to the arena a couple of times. The last time I went to the arena was to see Prince,
That's
and
hilarious.
I know that's a long time. And the guy in front of me lights up, and the next day I have um, a whatever
Longing to eat
a,
Cheetos.
no a physical for my insurance.
Oh shit.
So I had to be the dick and reach up to this guy and say, put that out. And he looked at me and I'm like, yeah, I mean it, put it out. And the guy was like, I think he was like 5'1". Like it wasn't like there was a fight was going to break out, but he looked at me like, you're the oldest fucker in the world. I'm like, and I didn't feel like explaining to him that, I didn't want to fail a drug test the next day.
Yeah, that wouldn't have went over so well for me. I would have got beat up. There's way too many of them. Way too many of them. Yeah,
Uh,
that was cool.
so did you have any shop time this week?
I got 0 shop time.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't get much either because my stepdaughter Corinne came into town on Wednesday. So what did we do? I picked her up Wednesday. We kind of spent the afternoon together while Kim was working. Then Thursday, I got a little shop time Thursday. Managed to make a little progress on the buoy. Got the guard done. Well, the slot done. So a little bit on that. Actually, the one thing I did not this week's video, Triple T is going to be on the new laser.
Oh,
So
that's right.
stay tuned this week. I'll be talking about the X Tool F1 Ultra, which is
FU extra ultra. Is that what you call me?
which is a big ass laser, like physically big.
Yeah.
But stay tuned for that. I'm still playing around with it. And I've got one of my patrons actually wanted me to do some engraving on some sheaths, so we're going to guinea pig those
Oh, okay.
on the F1 Ultra along with some steel. So stay tuned for that. Next week's video, I'm going to be doing an entire video on straightening hammers and making straightening hammers. So I actually made a bunch of them just to throw up on the website as well if people don't want to make them. So yeah, check those out. So yeah, check out this week's videos and yeah. But yeah, I didn't really. We went to Six Flags on Friday with the family, and yeah, so I didn't really get too much done in the shop this week, but family stuff, summer.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. It was like that. It was I mean, I didn't get home until like 2:00 on a Wednesday night. So I was needless to say, I was pretty shot on Thursday. There was nothing happening. And then it started to heat back up. And then on Friday we decided because it was gonna be hot as shit here again. So I
It was.
suggested to my wife and son, I was like, hey man, let's go to the beach. So we shot out to Monterey for the weekend and spent a couple days out there. I got to golf with my brother and my son on Saturday morning out at a course called Laguna Seca. Beautiful morning, man. That area is just my vibe.
Is that by the racetrack?
It is. Like you could hear them while we were golfing. It was that Chewy or race cars? I don't know.
This is pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So, yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. So my son, I've said before, my son used to golf USA golf for a long time and for a couple years, anyways. And then he stopped golfing, and then a couple weeks or 2 months ago or something, he said he wanted to start golfing again. So I'm all for it. I mean, I love to golf, but I really like to golf with him because he's really good, like naturally really good. It's almost kind of sickening. But so my brother and I went at it, and I started golfing like shit in the beginning, and he was playing okay, and Jerid was doing all right. So we were keeping score this time because last time I was when I golfed with my dad a few months ago or whatever, I told everybody that I whooped everyone's ass. My brother called me the next day after, or whenever he had heard the episode, he was just like, "Bitch, you didn't whoop us," and blah blah blah. He was talking hella shit, right? And I was like, "Get that out of here, dude. You've never beat me." So we kept score, and
And
the long story short is I played like shit the first the front 9, and on the back 9 I turned it on. And we get down to the 18th hole. I'm sure I'm whooping everyone's ass. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna send it. So I reach back to just like wallop, just like send it. And I hit that ball like 3 feet. Like I topped it. And I'm
I
like,
thought you were going to say 350 feet or
I
350 yards.
fucking topped it, Dennis, and just sent it like dribbling forward. And he's like, "Oh no, go ahead, take a breakfast ball or mulligan." I'm like, no, I'm gonna play this. I ended up taking an 8 on the last hole,
Shit.
and he beat me by 1 stroke.
You're just lucky you did that on the 18th hole. You didn't have to play the whole course with your dick out.
Yeah. I'm used to that though. It's weird, but I was already out, so I can't explain that, but that's a little awkward. But no, yeah, that was not cool. It was a bummer, and we counted the thing up, and then you should see him, and then I'm laughing to myself
Was he
because
doing that dance? He was doing that.
yeah. So the funny part is like I'm really not overly competitive person. Like I really like just doing things with people and having a playing a game or having a competition is cool, but I really don't like it doesn't drive me to like go all out and win. But as my brother, right? And when I knew it was close, I must have added that scorecard up like 3 times. Like, and I was like, "Motherfucker, you got me, you got me." So it was, I got shot a 101 because the front half I shot like a 59 or something stupid. It was horrible. It was really bad. And then he shot 100, and then Jerid shot like a 106 or something like that. So I mean, we're not busting down the PGA Tour anytime soon, but it was a lot of
You
fun.
didn't carry any big checks home, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, no. But it was good. It was beautiful, man. Beautiful. It was like, I don't know, the sun over cloud for the front 9, and then the sun came out, and it was like a high of like 69 or maybe 70 by the time we got done at like 11. We went out real early. So it was really cool. It was a good time.
And that's in Carmel Valley, right?
It's in Monterey. It's borderline. You're
I think
almost
it's
Carmel Valley.
technically Carmel Valley because I think Laguna Seca is technically Carmel Valley.
I think you're right. It's like they're
Yeah.
the line is like right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you're
it's
right.
beautiful. Like Carmel Valley, folks on the
Gorgeous.
listening have never been to Carmel or Carmel Valley. It's gorgeous.
It's just gorgeous, dude. Beautiful, beautiful. Coastal environment,
Yeah, get
fog
that
every morning.
nice air in the morning off the ocean. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, we stayed in Pacific Grove. So it was cool. It was a good time, man. Had a good time with my wife and my son. And just did a bunch of nothing and all kinds of stuff. So
Nice.
but I did want to say thank you to everybody that sent birthday wishes and all the love. I got a lot of messages from a lot of people, and that was really cool. And I really do appreciate it. Getting old with this community is cool.
Jerid celebrating his 49th.
Yeah, somebody said that. Thanks. Appreciate it. But you're all the best, man, and I really appreciate you guys. So thank you. That was pretty cool. Oh, we did go see Deadpool, bro. You saw Deadpool.
The day, I think it's technically the day before it opened, but yeah.
And all you had nothing to say about it.
I loved it. I didn't talk a lot on the show about it, but yeah, I loved it. I loved the cameos. It was great. I didn't want to throw because I knew when I saw it, not too many people had probably seen it already.
I'll give you that. Yeah, that
so
movie
I didn't want to.
Badass. That was one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. Like, it kept my attention. I was laughing. There was plenty blood, gore, dirty jokes. Like, it was good. It was really good.
I heard some stats, something like it's made more money in the first week than the last 3 Marvel movies made collectively.
That makes sense. It was good.
Yeah.
If you got nothing to do and you're into,
if you haven't seen it, go see it. The cameos alone are worth it. Yeah. And just the jokes and Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds just busting each other. The whole movie is hilarious.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to go see it again with my boys. And yeah, I'm a huge, huge Deadpool fan. Like the point where I have Deadpool socks, I have Deadpool underwear, I have Deadpool shirts, you name it, I have it. I have a Deadpool coffee cup.
The only thing that I did know you had out of that whole thing was the underwear.
Jerid, don't tell everybody our secrets.
Whoops. My bad. Come to Maker's Camp. You may see them. Yeah.
Now
That's
I
cool.
do. I've always loved the Deadpool franchise. So yeah.
Yeah, neither here nor there with me. The first couple were funny, but this one was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead.
I did forget something I did in the shop that was really fun. Thursday afternoon, Corinne, my stepdaughter Corinne, and she really wanted to do something in the shop. So we didn't have a ton of time. She wasn't going to make a knife. She didn't have that kind of attention span, but we did make some coffee scoops. And I didn't have any of the material. So we actually cut it all out from scratch, cut the copper out from some copper sheet that I had. I actually used thinner copper. I love the thinner copper. So if I do it again, I'll definitely use thinner copper. So it worked out really well. And I ended up it was very different because it was all grinding out the handles and drilling the holes and all this stuff. It was fun. She had a great time. She did awesome. And she was thrilled with how the scoops came out. I did a little content on it, her hammering away on them.
Yeah, that was cool.
So yeah, she had fun.
She's already gone?
No, she leave, but I'm going to be at this class in 2.5 hours from here. So I'm leaving here at 6 a.m. tomorrow, which would be Monday. I know you guys aren't going to hear this till Tuesday, but Monday, the class might be 2 days. It might be 1 day. It depends on, so I'm doing a folder class with Master Smith Mike Vagnino, who's the Master Smith that I went through. So I'm doing a folder class with him. So we're for me, it's not about coming out with a super finished polished knife. It's about learning every one of the steps. So I don't he's like, oh, do you want to bring the steel? Do you want? I'm like, no. Like, I don't care. I don't even care if it's a real blade. Like, I want to focus on the steps. Why are we doing this? How are we cutting this? Like, what are we using? How do we drill holes? How are you tapping the hole? Like, all of that kind of stuff I want to learn. I don't, I'll make a video of me doing the folder after. But so he's going to, cut out some of the things. Like, we don't need to spend time grinding out a blank. Like, that's a waste of time, right? So he's going to pre-do some of that stuff. So a course that's normally 2 days, we might get done in a day. Gotcha. So she leaves Tuesday, but if I have to stay there for Tuesday morning, I'm going to miss her. She goes to the airport by 11 o'clock on Tuesday. So
gotcha.
So, but I'm looking forward to this folder class, though. It should be fun.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, Mike's really laid back, and
he's a good dude.
Yeah,
I keep threatening. I seriously have not been back to the valley. I have family very close to where he's at, and I haven't been back in a while because I tell him I'll go threaten to stop by and see him if I do get up that way, and I just haven't. So
yeah.
And then I was unceremoniously excluded from this event, so it's all good. It's all good.
Not by me. Mike said, "I don't want that Jerid guy here." So
yeah, and Rick accidentally broke my knife too. Yeah, get out of here. That's
so
good.
Yeah. It should be a good time.
Yeah, that's cool. That's exciting.
Yeah, because Mike warned me. He goes, when you do, in that, Mike V voice, when you do this, you're not going to want anything. You're not going to want to make anything but folders after this. You know that, right?
Oh.
So that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
People want swords, and I'm going to want to make folders. So we'll see. But
I'm interested.
I do have a commission for a balisong knife, which I don't know how I feel about it.
You took it?
I told him I'd put him on the list.
Gotcha.
So that means, I could push them out forever, but, because I don't take a deposit until their name comes up on the list. But that's just, I don't know.
That's
It's a lot of milling is what it is. Because it's going to be titanium. He wants the channel styles, which means the blade fits inside the handle instead of the handle being sandwiched on either side. I don't know if you guys are familiar with balisong knives.
No, we all caught you over there with all those flipper dudes at Blade Show.
Yeah,
we know that's your thing.
I am not. I know a little bit about them only because, of course, my son loves them. Like every, 14 to now 18-year-old that he is, has loved them and had them all through those years. But I have learned there's a couple different styles. Like there's the style that has like a pin on the blade, and that's what stops the handles. You following me?
Mm-hmm.
But now there's a different style where there's a pin in each handle and a little notch on the blade, which I've discovered these are actually a little better because that one pin doesn't wear out. The pins are actually in the handles. So they're a little sturdier. I'm not a balisong expert. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but those seem easier to make, and they seem like they're a little sturdier. They're a little, I don't know, easier
Durable.
to make.
Yeah.
Durable. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll probably be making that style where it's got a little tail on the bottom of the knife, which hits that pin on either side of the handle. So
nice.
I don't know. I need to do some research, obviously, but it's the whole milling out titanium, and I don't know. I've never milled titanium. Can't be that hard, right?
I don't know.
So
I don't know.
It's part of the thing I'm going to learn with Mike. I'm sure he's milled titanium because he makes folders all the time. So we'll find out.
Like almost exclusively now, right?
Yeah, he doesn't do. I mean, it's so funny when you go through Blade Show and it's the guys that just make folders. They have this giant 8-foot or 10-foot table, and they've got like 3 folders.
Yeah.
And they're like, he's a mastersmith, so they're really high-end folders, but like
right.
They take up no room on the table, and it looks like some guy who just like pulled out the knife on his pocket and sat it on the table, right?
Right.
But yeah, at least the really high-end ones. So, but I am gonna try to do a lot more. I'm gonna try to do a course at least once or twice a year from now on. I'd love to go up and see Salem or Morocco or both. Maybe I'll make one trip and go up to Washington and see both those guys, but we'll see.
That would be fun.
We should do that. We should, I don't know, figure something out, spend a week up there, a couple of days in Morocco. And of course, that's a really expensive trip if you're going to do courses with both those guys in a week, but plus accommodation, plus flights and car rental.
Yeah.
So,
but that's a lot of value there, buddy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of value there.
It sure is. Just doing some Damascus courses with Morocco. I mean, I've looked over some Rick's notes from spending. He had Morocco in his shop for I think it was 3 or 4 days.
Yeah,
and they just did some amazing. Pat, you saw that steel, right?
Yeah.
Which
actually signed my name right under Morocco's on the wall of fame.
That's right. Yeah, Rick's just got to get off his ass and actually do something with that steel.
Yeah, Rick, I get it. Don't let that guy talk you down.
Well, I get you want to keep that steel for a special occasion because it looks awesome.
Yeah,
I'm just busting your balls, Rick. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but coming up, I mean, I don't really have. I mean, I got to finish this week. Besides the course, I got to finish this buoy. Oh, and I sold the buoy from the intermediate series.
The Hamon?
Yeah, the Hamon Bowie. Sold
Nice.
that. Sold another one of the. So, I want to take a moment and talk about. I've seen a couple people still complaining about Instagram. I've I basically now treat Instagram as I'm going to post on Instagram fun things that I think are interesting. I, I've given up on Instagram as a advertising mechanism, unless it's to my existing, like it's going to be tooling or something to, the people that already follow me. I am getting more traction. Okay, all you knife makers, you need to listen. I'm getting more traction from newsletters, and you talk to anyone in business, the best customers are your existing customers. Okay, these are people that have proven that have bought from you before, are most likely the ones that are going to buy from you again. So if you're not capturing their emails, their information, or people that have been to your website and sending out newsletters every month or whatever to tell them what's new, to tell them what's available, that is a major hole in your sales and marketing plan. Because every time I do that, I sell at least 2 knives the next day.
Nice.
So definitely advise people, go do that. Go set up a newsletter. Go do something. You got to push out some marketing. Make it happen. Don't rely on Instagram. All these guys that are giving up because of Instagram, that's poor
Yeah, I think
planning.
I just heard the term of like the days of organic growth from Instagram are gone, right? So
Yeah.
deal with it. Move on.
Certainly
Post
in the
post what you
knife.
want. Yeah, I mean that's how I just post whatever the hell I want when I want, knowing that it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Um, I'm
Yep.
still I'm still slowly growing, but I mean
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
still a minute figure, so there's not
yeah.
much going on. But I've had some. For me, I'm good, and like you said, you're not relying on it. You're just just do it. Quit your bitching and just do it.
Someone who knows how to market things. Someone who is good at sales
You know what
is
I was going to do?
what?
Say something very similar. Get out of my head, dude. Go ahead. Let me hear it.
Mr. Lawrence Lake at Maritime Knife Supply. This guy is everywhere. I don't know how you could be in this community and not know who Lawrence Lake is at Maritime. He's
You don't.
everywhere. He's in pretty much every good podcast. Um, every podcast. The guy. If you need something, you reach out to Lawrence. All of a sudden, he's got it. I was just on his website earlier on Maritime Knife Supply, looking at tools and just refamiliarizing all myself with all the stuff. I forgot that he's got motors, VFDs, kilns, hardness testers, grinders, you name it, file guides, files, calipers, sanding sticks, tongs, hammers, you name it. He's got everything, not just, we mentioned steel and handle material and abrasives a lot, but the guy carries everything. And you know
He
what's on
does.
the homepage that made me think of you, Jerid?
What is it? Tell me.
A 2x72 leather belt, because I heard yours is like a 2x82 because you keep leaving it on the grinder. So you
Yeah.
may need to order one of these.
It is a 1x72. I mean 79 or 85 by now. Yeah.
Right.
So I do. That two that 2x72 belt strap may need to be added here.
Yeah. So
That's funny.
go visit Maritime Knife Supply. Fast shipping anywhere in Canada and the U.S. And go take advantage of that U.S. to
Yeah,
Canadian exchange rate.
absolutely. You know what else is good about a guy that's got everything that you need? Is a knife maker himself, but he's also supporting our community, like constantly. Sponsorships, like you had just mentioned, the scholarship programs through the New England School of Metalworks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for young makers, giving them the opportunity to go take some classes, and the dude's just endless. But he's also again here sponsoring the Great Lakes Custom Knife Show out in Goderich, Ontario, Canada's largest knife show, located on the picturesque shores of Lake Huron and featuring some of the best talent in Canadian knife making ever. So go follow the Great Lakes Custom Knife Show on IG, or visit their website at greatlakescustomknifeshow.com. That is coming up here in a couple weeks on August 17th, and you have one day, so make it count. Get out there. All you Canadians. I heard somebody else said Canada the other day. I thought that was great.
Yeah, my wife keeps busting on me because she's like, Canada only has 17 medals and the US has whatever 70 or something like that. I'm like, wait a fucking second. The population of the US is like 15 times what Canada is. I think we're doing pretty good.
That's what losers say. I agree.
You're an ass.
I don't care about their gold medals. There's a lot of good knife makers out there, and they will all be at the Great Lakes Custom Knife Show. So go check them out. For sure. And you know what else he does? Our favorite thing. Cuts up your steel for your Damascus.
Yeah.
If you're into that kind of thing.
That is solely my favorite thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're not interested in making any Damascus, then you should go check out the boys over at Baker Forged and Tool. They have the best Damascus for you available all the time. Over at Baker Forged and Tool. Use the app. You can get 1 day early access to all of the drops. And right now, Dennis, Coy and the boys have their biggest summer sale going on right now. If you buy 1 bar of steel, you can get their Tsunami for half off.
Nice.
And if you buy 2 bars, they will give you 1 bar of the Tsunami. So go check that out and take advantage of that, because that is an amazing sale and they don't happen very often. So
and hopefully that sale is not over by the time people hear this, is it?
I don't know. The fuck? I sure hope not, Dennis.
Because a lot of times we talk about these sales and they come up and they go so fast.
I'm definitely not talking about the end cuts that were last week. So
right.
Let's give it a chance here.
Because we record on Sunday, but the show doesn't come out till Tuesday. And a lot of this stuff is gone by then, unfortunately.
That is very true. The Tsunami Steel is a limited supply. So if you haven't done it, by the time you hear this, go try to check it out and get yourself some. And they're also running a bracket style contest to figure out what is the most popular style of Baker steel that they make. So each week they will put 2 of their patterns up against each other in a bracket style competition and let us, you and I, and all of us, again, I guess, vote week by week and find out what is their favorite, what is all of our favorite pattern that they put out. And at the end.
And there's some crazy guy doing the voiceover for that too.
That's right. He's my rival. Ladies and gentlemen. This is Lila coming at you live from the Baker's Forge and Steel bracket contest.
Are you vying for this? Are you trying to challenge Brian to do the voiceovers for the Baker?
I would go head to head anytime.
All right, let's do it. We should have a Jerid versus Brian voice off.
That's right. That's right. Coming at you.
You sound like that Arnold impersonation. Oh, wow.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, so that's happening. Make sure you go check it out. And I guess at the very end, if the big boss says, so let it be, let there be light, you may have an exclusive drop of the most favorite of all the Baker's Forge and Steel pattern style release after that. So
yeah, no, it's a cool idea. When I heard about it, I thought it was It's just something fun to do.
It's getting people interacted with their stuff. I think it's amazing. And if you're gonna go take advantage of that big ass sale and vote for all this stuff, make sure you use the discount code Triple T10 for 10% off your next purchase. Wow.
Nice.
That's right.
Hey, let's do some maker spotlights.
Sure.
I'll go this time. So this one, I've been a big fan of this maker for a while. Who I've got this week is the IG is Devonte Bladeworks, which is Victor Devonte. He has been a winner of the one of the challenges. I don't remember exactly which one. I'd have to go back, but one of the YouTube Knife Maker challenges, the viewer entries. He won. Was it the dagger challenge? I don't remember which one it was, but he definitely was. Oh, maybe it was the buoy one. I don't know. I don't remember exactly, but he's definitely been a winner in the past. And he is an 18-year-old bladesmith from the Pacific Northwest, according to his profile, which is just incredible. So Devonte Bladeworks, no underscores or any of that crap, forges his own steel, does just some amazing knives, like, dare I say, JS quality knives, or better. Just beautiful. I'm scrolling down, looking at the dagger he did with the fluted handle. Just really, really nice stuff.
That's the
Amazing stuff.
it's the one I'm looking at right now. The black handle.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So just go give him a follow. As of right now, he's got 1,592 followers. So go check him out.
Yep.
Victor
Really good stuff.
Devonte Bladeworks. Who
I'm
you
in the
got
death.
this week?
I'm in the death scroll right now. I'm in the Devonte death scroll. So yeah, really cool stuff, man. 18. Good Lord.
I know, right? I'm so jealous.
Yeah. I wanted to shout out our buddy Chris Magnus over at Timber Tiger Forge. You can find him at timber_tiger_forge on Instagram and go check out all his stuff. Chris makes Damascus, sells Damascus, all kinds of stuff, and super helpful. I always hear about him helping other people in the community, fix stuff, make stuff. I know he's helping Beacon with some dies for his press, always coming up with tools and stuff to try to make this process easier, but he's definitely hustling to get this get his stuff out there, and I wanted to give him a shout out and make sure that you guys are all doing the same. So if you're not already, which is kind of hard to imagine, make sure you go check out Chris at Timber Tiger Forge. Currently right now he has 1,688 followers, so let's bump that up right now.
Nice.
Yeah,
go check these guys out.
funny dude too. Every interaction I've had with him is always I'm laughing.
So I do want to spend a couple minutes talking about, now that we've announced it, the Apocalyptic Challenge. So Friday we announced the next installment of the YouTube Knife Maker Challenge. Despite my my personal what I wanted, everyone voted for the Apocalyptic Challenge, and all the other makers were laughing at me because they know I'm not a reclaimed steel kind of guy. Most of my stuff is not that style, but they're making me do it, so begrudgingly I'm doing it. But I wanted to make sure I clarify for folks on the rules for the viewer entries. So before you start, okay, read the viewer entry rules, because there's a unique one in this one. As part of this, we want to see what you started with. So either keep a piece, whether it's, I don't care, rebar, leaf spring, whatever it is And it doesn't have to be the reclaimed material. You have to use reclaimed material somewhere in your build. Okay, it doesn't have to be the blade, can be the guard. I don't care. Obviously, you're going to get judged on this, so maybe not make it just a pin or something. But you need to take a picture of what you started with, or have a piece of that. Okay, preferably it's got to be part of your final picture. So you either digitally add it to your final picture of what you started with, or you have a physical piece, like you used half of a leaf spring, you're going to put the other piece in your picture. We want to see that. That's part of this challenge. We want to see what you turned it into. Okay, so if your photo editing skills aren't the greatest and you don't know how to do that, either get a friend who does, or keep a piece of what you started with so you can put it in your final picture. Okay, so that is a requirement. If I get pictures and I can't tell what you used, I'm going to disqualify you, so pay attention.
DQ'd.
DQ'd. Dairy Queened.
Hey. I think, oh, that's cool, man. I think that's a good added little.
Yeah, that's part of the fun, right? We want to see,
Yeah.
And honestly, those, not that I know you guys aren't doing YouTube videos, but YouTube videos that do I'm going to turn this into this in the thumbnail, those always do pretty well. So pretend like you're making one of those thumbnails for your final pick.
Document. That's what he's trying to say, guys.
Yeah, that's right.
Document the process.
Be a content creator and show us something cool.
Yes. That's what my radio voice competition guy always says. Document the process. You got to document the process. Don't take pictures or videos of you actually doing it. Just document the process. Just do it.
I'm not sure I'm sold on your Brian House imitation, but I like your effort.
I don't want to be rude, so I'm trying to be reserved here.
But yeah, everyone start building. Builds are due. Your picture is due back to the email, which is in the instructions, by October 18th. So you got a lot of time. Go start planning. Go start thinking about what you're going to make. Get on it. This challenge is, there are 14 YouTube channels participating, plus 5 judging channels. So a total of 19 YouTube channels. So you're going to see a lot of videos.
Oh, the 5 winners are in addition to the 14 competitors.
That's right. Wow. So yes.
Very cool.
And we have the defending champion, Mr. Spencer at Heavy Forge, which I'm happy to say that we got some info from Spencer that he got some good news on his surgery that happened, and he was worried he was worried they severed a tendon or something like that, but it seems like it just slid behind a bone or something like that.
Yeah, it was going to end up healing in an inappropriate way, and they were able to catch it and correct that. So he's really on the mend now.
Yeah, he's thinking by September he'll be back in forging status. So that's good.
Nice.
Yeah, we're all wishing Spencer a speedy recovery, because frankly, I want to see him defend his title again.
That's right.
He's a good dude and a good friend. All right. What else you got?
Go ahead.
Since we're talking about the Apocalyptic Challenge, I will mention one more sponsor, Mr. Frank Machado at Two Basterds, Texas Smithy and Supplies. I was using my Two Basterds hammer to hammer out some. Oh, the other fun thing I did with Corinne, it was more of a demonstration, but I showed her how to make a leaf. So I made her a little leaf keychain, and I used my Two Basterds Fat Peen hammer to make that leaf. So I was very happy about that.
You're damn right you did. You're damn right you did.
So if you need a hammer, go talk to Frank at Two Basterds Smithy and Supplies. he makes some awesome work. It is definitely my go-to hammer. What's your favorite saying, Jerid?
Ain't it grand to have a fat bean in your hand?
Yes, it is.
That's
By the
right.
way, I did find my old hickory forge hammer. By the way, I think we left it on top of the press when we were hammering. We were changing dies or something, so that's why I couldn't find it.
I'm still very offended.
We have the exact same hammer, so it wouldn't surprise me if you accidentally took it home. I wasn't accusing you. I was just asking.
Well, I mean, I think the fourth text is accusatory, sir.
Get out.
Fuck off.
You're such a liar.
Well, I
So,
am glad.
yeah. So, Maritime, Two Bastards, and Baker Forge, along with most Mosaic Pins, are our sponsors for the Apocalyptic Challenge. So, give them some love. They're supplying some amazing prizes. So, over almost $2,000 worth of gift certificates and materials for the first place winner. That's a lot of swag.
That's a lot of making me almost want to, but I'm still not going to.
Yeah.
But you know what? The coolest part for me about that challenge is the Facebook group.
It is
Even if
fun to see everyone's progress.
every time I say I'm not interested because I'm just personally right now, I know it's just not in my realm of time to mess around with stuff like that. But I always almost get suckered in after seeing the first couple pictures and progress and things start to show. Then I get all kind of jealous and I want to do it. But I only have that because I joined the Facebook group and get to see everybody's amazing stuff in the process. So
I did see a comment from Toby saying, "Oh, cool," and then I sent him one back saying him and Kaglar should each do a build, and then we'll do a special judging to see who wins between Toby and Owner.
did Owner come back?
No, of course not.
Oh God.
Toby said maybe, but that's right up. That's right up Kaglar's. That's in his wheelhouse.
I think you would have not stepped up, but like you set yourself up on the last one for this one to
Right.
come. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's not doing he couldn't do this challenge. I think he's busy in the whole grappling fighting thing,
Gotcha.
yeah, he's got to do YouTube videos anyway. Come on, do it.
Yeah. Do it.
It'd be funny if he won as a viewer but didn't didn't win as a channel.
One as a viewer. That's great. Hey, you could
Oh,
do that though, right? I
he
mean,
could. Of course he could.
yeah, interesting.
That'd be funny. Okay, the gauntlet is thrown. See if Fire and
But he
Steel is
doesn't
going to
fucking like you, so I think this is a very
I don't
small
care.
gauntlet, which I don't get. But yeah, I'm
I'm still
still
going to
waiting.
keep poking him.
Maybe that's how he says he loves you.
I
So
know.
that's good stuff.
Uh,
But yeah, that's really cool. I would say this next week, I'm going to be using some Pelican paste on that Intrepid 2.0 Oakland A's theme project. I'm just on the finish line, so I'll definitely be using the Pelican oil on that fat carbon and G10 to lube that thing all up and get it all shiny and pretty. But I suggest you go check out Pelican Paste. Travis is doing some good stuff right now. He's got all your premium wax needs ready to be filled. He's got hard wax, soft wax, Pelican oil, the hand solve, and the new soap as well, which I'm a big fan of myself. So go get yourself some Pelican Paste, and while you're at it, use the discount code T10 for 10% off your next purchase.
do it.
Do it.
Do it now.
That's right.
That
Yeah,
was
he's
my
banging. He's banging all kinds of stuff, man. I just love seeing how these guys are having success, right? Like I said a couple weeks back, I love the fact that all of the people that support us in sponsorship are, majority of them are all, hustling on the side as this venture. They got other things except for the big dog, Coy, who's handling everything full time. But the rest of those guys are just full time gigs and doing this stuff on the side and putting out amazing stuff. So make sure you go support them.
Yep. I'm looking forward to be back in the shop after this folder course, telling you guys all about this folder course. And yeah, it's going to be a good week. Although, well, it's going to cool down after Tuesday, right? It is. I already looked.
I sure hope so.
I think it spikes on Tuesday, but then we drop back to the low 90s, I think, unless it changed already.
It rained on my way out of town on Friday.
I know.
Said it when I talked to you on Friday. You were at the water park or whatever. You were like, it's humid and weird. And I was like, it is. And then shit, it rained on me on the way out of town. That was weird, unexpected.
Yeah, and again, for those that don't live in California in the Bay Area, it doesn't rain here between like May and October. So to have rain in the beginning of August is like wacky as hell.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't rain here for like 5 years, like almost. But the bigger thing is like when I do travel and go, to the south or back east or whatever, one of the hard things to kind of comprehend is that when it rains here, it's cold. It's always cold, at least.
Cool. Yeah. It was nice because it was hot and sweaty at the amusement park, but on the way home, you could feel the pressure drop, and then it rained, and it was a nice relief.
Yeah, it's never 90 degrees and then thunderstorms. So that never happens out here.
No.
But I had a question for you before we do get out of here, because so I had a buddy, our buddy, Derek Miles got his induction forged all hooked up a couple weeks back, and he tried anyway. So he made his own coils.
Okay.
And he was texting me this weekend that for whatever reason, the coils that came with the machine, when he hits on the foot pedal, he gets the beep, the deet deet, and everything's working. Puts his coils on, and he's not getting anything, and they're not heating up. He's taking them apart. He keeps telling me, dude, there's waters getting through. Like there's no blockage of any kind.
How many coils?
So that's what he said, that he had reached out to some people, and they were saying, that if you have too many loop-de-loops, that can actually be hinder the things working. So he redid them to ensure that he didn't have too many, like kind of matched the one that he had, and he still wasn't getting any luck. I was traveling, so I was not able to to dig in, because I'm looking at one that has just like one or two loops.
But all of mine, okay.
Can you have too little, or you have too many?
I actually think you have to have, for the one machine we have, you have to have 4. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's some kind of science around how many coils it is. And I think ours is set up for 4, because every one of mine, I'm pretty sure every one of the ones that we have has 4 turns.
Yeah, I'll have to.
I mean, I don't understand the science, and I'm saying it, and it doesn't totally make sense to me, but
yeah. So I just wanted to bring it up. If anybody has any ideas or been through this type of thing, reach out to me on the Triple T IG, and I'll definitely share that over to Derek. But yeah, I'm it's out of my realm, over my head at this point. I haven't even got the power up to mine, but I thought that was an interesting deal because and I wanted to confirm that you
I
had
haven't used the one because I didn't get the flare fittings for them yet.
Okay,
but it's literally identical to one of the ones that I made, except
you still don't have the fittings yet.
No, because I just haven't spent any time. Like I
Gotcha.
made the coil, and I made one that's identical to one I have, except it's a little bit bigger. Like the room is a little bit bigger, but it's the same number of coils. It's exactly the same. Like I couldn't imagine it not working. It's the same thickness of copper, like thickness, diameter, OD, ID is all the same.
Yeah, Derek, I know you listen. You're like one of the 4 people that listen. So send those videos over to Denis, and let him take a look at it and see if there's something I'm not explaining right.
Yeah, I'm no expert. Believe me. What I said,
he's a damn expert. He will fix your problem, Derek. Okay,
I'll try.
He's a freaking parallel bar Olympian gold medalist. There's nothing this guy can't do. Coils, drop in the bucket. We'll get this taken care of right now.
All right, send it to me. I'll do what I can do.
And then get your flare fitting so I can see your shit not work too, and then I can make fun of you.
Yeah, and then it'll be, there's some magic sprinkled on these things. We didn't get the right kind of pixie dust or something.
Yeah, no, that's interesting though. I thought that was something knife related here on this.
I want to say something that I read something somewhere when I was looking it up about the number of turns that the machine is set up for. And that, unless I'm imagining it, but I distinctly remember something about the number of turns. I don't know if it was a minimum, a maximum, an exact number, but there's something to do with that.
That's why I can't have Instagram open on my screen, because like we've been having this whole time, and I have this. I have a fader reel just like on endless loop. I'm just like, all right, I've seen enough of your mug, Jeff. I gotta minimize you. So, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man. Interesting, low key one here, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We appreciate you. And I think we're both going to get into some more shenanigans this week. So
that's right. We'll see you guys on the flip side.
Yep. We'll get you some more bread basket, endless breadsticks.
That's right. I haven't seen that commercial lately, so we're good.
Good. I've never seen it. I've never seen the Olive Garden.
We need more Jerid singing. That's what we need.
I know. I'll be fired up next week, but for now, that's a wrap.